Motherfuck. Why am I so bad at this?
Use such a naughty word.
It's fucking painful. There's supposed to be a thing. There isn't, because I don't know how to fucking press these buttons and my machine hates me. Welcome to the Kathryn Dunn Show. With us today is Zoe Mina. Thank you and welcome.
Hello.
Also, we've got welcome. Thank you. Also, we've got Matt Capazzi, Roberto De Jesus, Cece, Kim Trachtenberg, and my mom. Everybody is muted. I apologize. My shit just does not work and I cannot figure it out at all. And it's also my machine is fucking with me. So now I know what to whine and whisper about. Guys, guess what I'm drinking based on how it sounds. Okay, you saw it. I should have grieved it, but I didn't. You're right. It is iced tea. Oh my God, you're drinking today, Mom. That's rare. Are you actually? Tequila. Mom, is that entire glass tequila?
I'm not muted.
Is that Lucy? Is that entire glass tequila? I guess I'll never get an answer. So this is a really good way to protest. I hate the whine and whisper. You're drinking an entire glass of tequila. Is that mixed with anything? No.
It's tequila black.
You're drinking a glass of tequila.
Why
are you such a hater,
Kathryn?
That is all tequila.
Don't make the
What'd you
livers
want
like
it to
they
be?
used to.
Because it's not a serving of tequila. Who do people drink that much at a time of tequila?
No.
Okay, so
Yeah,
it's
I
not
do.
just me.
Mama, I'm gonna join you. I'm joining you, Mama.
I
would.
I don't understand the question. Is there somewhere on this bottle
God, your mom
where it
is so
says where it has to stop?
I would never put that on the bottle.
All right, Mama, what are we
Is there
doing?
s-
What are we doing, Mama?
I like the black one. Oh, what you got there? Oh, I
Yeah.
like the añejo. But oh, what's that? What's that one? What's that one?
Roll de caña, añejo.
Oh,
Oh,
añejo.
God.
Oh my God.
That one.
Check out Dominican.
You know, I love
Whoa.
any one of the añejos is good by me. But I got to tell you something. I discovered this apparently 2 years ago, but they have a black tequila. Kathryn got me these 3 little tequilas with the,
All right.
these. I have them right here. I show you. There was these things you try. I love the heads. So you had the white one, the gold one,
Those are awesome.
and the black one.
I think your mom has a problem.
Look,
Being too
before
awesome.
this moment,
an
I didn't
incomplete
think that.
collection.
I don't comprehend.
You know what? Let's do this
So
serenity.
anyway, so it turned out that I like the black tequila the best. And you don't need ice with it or anything. You just drink it as is.
So
You know
this
what they
is my
say.
doing? I did
What's that?
this.
Well, you got me this little cute set. Yes. The 3 heads, it was one of those sample-y things. It was great. I love them. They're empty. I have them. Cute
See, I
heads.
didn't even know there were different types of tequila. I just was like, that's pretty.
Silver, gold, and black. But basically, the añejo is a different kind of, what is it, cactus or something. Whatever. Anyway, I like my tequila.
How much was there when you opened? Was the bottle open already? Or is this what you had today?
This bottle's been open
Yes.
already, yes.
Okay.
I didn't have that
So just
today.
the cup. You just had the cup of tequila so far.
Just, seriously. Well, this is my second one.
Okay, that is a lot of tequila.
You're making her self-conscious.
No,
No,
I don't
really,
care.
no, really.
She's my mom, and I'm keeping her. She's not
Just so
drinking
we're
too much
clear, I
tequila.
don't
That
give a
shit
shit.
is bad for you.
All fine by me. Am I over 21? Can I drink? Yes, I don't care.
Damn right. Yeah. Go for it.
No, really, alcohol.
But you don't look a day over 21.
Oh yeah, okay, fine. Don't do that to me. Let me tell you something. I
No,
am
you
so
do
glad
look
to be
you do look
past.
really good though. That
I
was serious.
appreciate that, but I have to tell you something. I am so glad to not be in my 20s. I know that sounds weird, but seriously, it's really okay. It's really okay.
Okay, why?
It's really okay. Well, can I tell you something?
Yeah.
Personally, I think the world's gone to hell in a handbasket. And I
Those
was very,
damn
very
kids.
fortunate. And I was very, I was very, very fortunate that I think I was at the times when things had happened, you know, the 70s, the 60s, that all of that, I was there then as it was happening. Like for me, you know, I remember when Kennedy was shot, okay? Y'all weren't even born. That's all I got. But, you know, I mean, that kind of thing. And the Beatles coming to America and the Rolling Stones, I mean, all of that, the explosion, the 60s, the Woodstock, I mean, all of it.
So the only reason you don't want to be in your 20s now is because you wouldn't be able to have experienced the history that you actually
because the crap that's going on now is scary.
Like if this was all you had in 20 some years, it's like,
oh
well,
my
I don't want it.
God.
If this is all I have of Earth, no thank you.
It's scary. It's absolutely scary what I'm seeing.
I mean, it's true though. When I started college, I was like, you know what? When I get out of college, I'm gonna, you know, take some time. I'll make sure that I'm financially okay, and then I'm gonna go and I'm gonna travel. I'm gonna see the world. Here I am. Luck. I'm still where I was. Well, technically not because my family moved, but I'm not really traveling or going around anywhere. You know, so I get where you're coming from.
That's when my friends all graduated high school or went to college or did whatever, they did that URL thing and they were able to go to university and school and not be indebted for the rest of their lives to paying for an education. You know, I mean, things were just different. I don't know, hell in a handbasket. That's all I got. Hell in a handbasket. It's like, I can't even believe what's going on with all this nonsense with the vaxxing and no vaxxing, and I don't want this and I don't want that. I'm like, are you freaking serious? I remember being a kid in school and you lined up, you pulled your arm up and the nurse gave you a shot and then the next kid and then the next kid. Oh, and by the way, it was the same shot.
Same needle,
and look,
nasty.
Nothing happened to any of us, same needle. Right.
No, everybody has something now. It's not okay.
Yeah. Nobody got hepatitis at all.
Everybody got
hepatitis.
Didn't.
They really didn't. They really didn't. You know,
but everybody after this one guy did.
Except that one time.
Yeah.
Whatever. Anyway, there's always going to be
reason
one
they
time
stopped.
that something happens. It's just too crazy. You know, I deal with a lot of kids that come overseas. And these are school groups. And what's shocking to me is the amount of allergies that I'm seeing. I mean, shocking. Shocking. They're coming over, they're little kids. They can't have dairy, for example. They can't have, but I mean, just the nut allergy alone. You can't have peanut butter in a school.
Weren't you?
It's possible I was lactose intolerant. My, you know, pediatrician took care of it when I was an infant, but
I think it has a lot to do with, I mean, this is obviously my personal opinion, but I think it has a lot to do with not only the foods being reworked, not being, you know, what do they call it? GMOs and all that. I think that the environment, I think that the way, you know, the climate is, and just the temperature of the whole earth, you know, in general, I just think that there's so many changes. Like actually back then, you know, around that time, maybe foods were a little bit more pure, I want to say, but again, you know, there's a lot of things
organic
out there, a lot of chemicals that we have now.
It was actually organic then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let me laugh with organic. I have to laugh with organic. I really do. They're saying organic food. What's organic? So it's,
It's
my
food that
mother goes
hasn't
on
been, pumped full of hormones and other weird additives.
I understand. But once they sprinkle in the air or they do on the ground or it's already in there. It's done.
Yeah, thanks to
The damage has
chemtrails.
been done. The damage has been done.
And that was Wine and a Whisper. And
What
now,
was that?
yeah,
That was a raw and a
Everyone was
how
loud.
wasn't it?
Super
little
loud.
It was a
Look,
very
long way.
loud whine and a whisper. It was whining
Anytime
and
you
yelling.
can-
We're all very passionate about the subject.
And now,
Nice.
And nothing was solved.
nothing.
As
nothing
usual.
Was off
Not a
tonight.
thing.
Nothing.
Much
Those
like
weekly
our
wrap down.
much like our current state of presidency. Yes.
Yes,
Sorry.
much like our current
Sorry.
state. Perfect segue into our entire current
Thank
state
you.
and everything that is wrong with it. Unless it's an optimistic weekly wrap down. Who knows? Who knows? Only Roberto at this point.
Optimistic.
I know, right?
He said,
I mean, one good thing happened as of today. I'm sure it's in there. A certain verdict was released. That was not bad.
Yeah, it was released.
it was released.
Yeah. Wait,
Boom.
okay.
Hey, just so you know, I turned 50.
What?
Hey,
That's positive.
Congratulations. Like,
Nice.
happy birthday.
Thank y'all.
Happy birthday.
50.
Thank you,
50 good.
Satan.
Wrap down. That's actually in the wrap down this week.
When?
Actually, it was November 23rd. A little late, but I'm
Oh
just
my
letting you know.
goodness.
50. I like to stretch, kick, and stretch. Does anybody
Happy
know that?
birthday. Also, happy birthday to
Thank you.
Elaine right now. But happy birthday, happy 50th. What'd you do? That's a big one.
Nothing. I'll be honest with you. I had a lot of things that I was going to do, but because of the pandemic, I didn't want to chance it. I really wanted to go to New York and go to Nobu. That was like my thing.
Nice.
I really wanted to do, but I didn't. So I hung out with some friends close and some family. Nothing what I thought I was going to do. I wasn't going to have like a huge party because, again, it's like nobody wants to
Okay.
come out, I mean, even now.
Mm.
And then they
I-
closed up Broadway again, right?
Guys, can we all just take a moment to remember November 23rd and when we were like, hey, this whole thing is almost behind us. We've got our futures ahead of us. Do you guys remember November 23rd? Do you remember that?
Such
Oh,
a
man.
simpler time.
It was such a simpler time. And then December 16th came and it was like, hey, fuck you.
I learned so many Greek letters since then.
Oh
Did you
my
see the one
goodness.
of- all I know is I want this thing to be over before you all learn the entire alphabet.
Oh,
Next is going to be variant A, B, C.
No, we don't have
Okay.
ABC. Alpha,
When
beta,
this is-
gamma,
La
delta.
feche.
When
Variant
this is
R.
over, we're
Yeah.
gonna have a party over. When this is all over, we're gonna have a party at Catherine's. Yes. Where's Bull?
Yes. Good question. Where
Bull?
is Bull?
Yeah, where is Bull? He hasn't been around in a while.
He's a diva.
Well, you're at
He's the one who
Omicron.
texted me today. He texted me today. I was like, all right, I'll see you there.
I missed his rapid fire.
You.
Right? I don't know if
Why
you
can't you
noticed,
just
but when I
put a
started the
puppet?
show, he can just do it. He just won't. I
It's your
don't know what's wrong with it.
sidekick.
Yeah, you tell him that.
I've tried the puppet thing. He won't listen.
He won't listen. It's the takeaway. That reminds me. I'm
gosh.
going to put her settle this petty shit. And now for the weekly wrap down.
I can come up with something from random internet strangers if you want.
Beautiful.
All right.
All right, weekly
No,
wrap.
wrap down. I want to hear it.
Wrap. Let's hurry up because I finished my beer. I need to get to the rum. Hold on. Here we go. Here we go. Can y'all hear this beat?
Mm-hmm.
Here we go.
This is your weekly rap down, courtesy of Kathryn Dunn show. Let's scope the globe and see what's up though. Thousands evacuate off Philippines coast. Typhoon Rai destroyed most of the land and over 300 are ghosts. A fire broke out in Osaka. Psychiatric clinic with 25 stuck and the suspect was a mimic.
Yo, what happened?
What do you mean?
I just got a notification. It said the video and the audio was off.
What?
You didn't? Oh man, were you guys able to hear me the whole time?
Yeah.
Wow.
Weird. No,
That's
I
on your end, dude.
spotlighted you.
Yeah,
That's
that's
weird.
your
Instead of-
end.
But y'all can hear and see me.
Yes.
So it said the video and audio was off. Oh, shiza. That's
Shazbot.
never happened.
Strange.
I only did a couple lines. Sorry, a couple rap lines, not a couple lines.
Me likes.
That was a Bushwick joke. All right, here we go. Let's try one more
You
time.
cannot say cocaine on a line in a bathroom in Bushwick and not winds up with cocaine in the bathrooms.
Oh
a
my
fact.
god! I can't believe it said that. It said the video.
I
was
don't know
off.
if that's
Like,
still true now during the pandemic. Let's try it.
well, according to some bars around here, you can do whatever the hell you want. All right, here we go. One more time. Sorry, y'all. Sorry about that. Here
I'm
we
just
go.
gonna go up to empty bars and be like, okay.
This is your weekly rap down, courtesy of Kathryn Dunn show. Let's scope the globe and see what's up though. Thousands evacuate off Philippines coast. Typhoon Rai destroyed most of the land and over 300 are ghosts. A fire broke out in Osaka. Psychiatric clinic with 25 stuck and the suspect was a mimic. Teenagers in South Africa are dying for a tradition, including circumcision, dehydration. It's wicked. Listen, another group of migrants went missing off the coast of Libya. 2 separate collisions. Miss India is now Miss Universe. Congrats. I'm not much for pageants, but I still kick the facts. China's oldest and maybe the oldest ever just died. Born 1886 and lived to 135. Madagascar's police minister stayed alive. Helicopter crash, swam 12 hours and survived. Damn, I would have lasted 5 minutes, but that's just me. Let's see what's going on in the US lately. Elephant in the room, Omicron roams faster than a friend who spoils no way home. First death in Texas, the unvaxxed are breathless, literally. Get the message or plan your last exit. Romania's protested, Netherlands closed their entrance. Death in the UK where Omicron is well rested. NHL just canceled because this shit is fast spreading. Man, I live in BK and can't even get rapid tested. What else? Haiti released 12 more hostages. Chris North, Mr. Big, well that was obvious. Springsteen sold to Sony for $500 million. Now that's boss level. Viral TikTok video has fooled enough people. R.I.P. Henry Orenstein, the toy maker. Frozen star Sayaka Kanda met her maker. Kim Potter found guilty to Dante Wright's murder. They want to give her life, but I say death by taser.
Dope.
Death by taser.
Dope AF. Dope AF.
Speaking of 5-0, Kim, I might have got that.
What's he getting? What's he getting?
I'm not sure, but it's either handcuffs, a baton, or a taser.
Oh, okay.
I don't know. He
I'm
just
gonna
said
go
speaking
dark.
5-0.
I'm going this way.
There you go. There you go.
Yeah, a lot of shit tonight. I mean, this week. A lot of shit tonight. This
Yeah.
week. Was
That
there
was
anything
great.
anyone was confused about?
No, it was awesome, dude.
I
You
just
got
wish that there was a verdict against Ghislaine.
Who's that?
It's
I'm
like
sorry.
Ghislaine Maxwell.
Ghislaine.
Yeah.
Just a
yeah.
lane full of jizz. Just Ghislaine.
The H is
Terrible.
not pronounced.
She's a Ghislaine.
The A.
Girl, come
The
on,
S
you
bitch
said
is
lane.
a Ghislaine. Fucking fight me.
I think that should be the word of the day. Just
No,
just
it is
kidding.
not. She no.
Okay, okay.
There's young people present. Can't say
Yeah.
We'll wait till
She's a
next week
monster.
for that part of the wrap down.
My virgin ears.
Apparently something about this massage table being like manufactured in California and shipped to Florida might somehow sync. I don't even understand. I gotta stop reading the post because it sounds like fucking Onion sometimes.
Yeah. Don't read
Like
the
that
What's the one
butthole
thing got
sunning
to do
guy
with the
who
other?
drinks his own urine. I don't know.
Ew.
The something about
Oh,
like
I
because
saw
it's
that.
interstate lines. Yeah, I know. I shared it. I'm a monster.
No. Somebody about, is it that? Somebody drank his own urine and he was a former Mr. something.
Yeah, that guy.
He stayed younger because he drank his own urine.
Supposedly, and
Heard
he
about
suds
that
his
too.
butthole.
Oh
Recharge
God.
himself.
And he
What
does
you
what?
all don't realize is that your dark ass butthole is not doing you any good in your pants. You need to go out and sun your butthole. Open your butthole to the sun, lay on your back, hold open your legs, and show the god of sun your asshole to energize you. This is what you need to be doing. Sun your butthole, stay young, drink your own pee.
Living in the jizz lane.
I feel the jizz lane. I don't know, man. I need to stay away from the internet. We all just
Lucy.
need to stay away from the internet.
What kind of upbringing did you give, Kathryn?
Because
Don't look at me.
I'm
How
thinking
did we get
like
here?
maybe some Jerry Springer shit. I don't know.
What did you do?
This is all your
No.
fault, Lucy.
Oh no! Oh no!
You know what?
She had a mind
No.
of her own at a very young age. let me tell you.
Whatever. Yeah. All right,
She's been
tequila
trying to blame
queen.
me for years, and I'll take some of it. But she has a
Oh.
mind of her own.
The
Yeah,
one
Kathryn,
I'll
time
say
my
that.
mother's
Crazy.
drinking a bucket of tequila.
Tequila queen is right there. That's her new name. T Queen.
Oh,
Lucy.
I love it.
No, sweetie, my name is Lucy. I have other
Aw.
names. I have other parts that follow it.
Oh shit. I want to party with you.
Yeah. Pretty
A
much.
lot of people have done that. Yes.
Your butt to the sun.
Yo.
Your butt to the
I was
sun.
around at the right time. That's all I got to say. I saw the cutest thing on one of these pictures or something. It's something about grandmas. You know, hey, you're talking about your grandmas. Your grandmas were cool. They were around during this, and they saw that, and they did this, and they did that. Where you like basically where you're going, been and back. Know what I mean?
Yes.
Yes, Zoe. Have you been to Studio 54?
I was. Oh my god! I can't believe you said that. I
No.
was just gonna say that.
Yeah, exactly. But
I
your
have.
grandma has. Probably.
No.
I never
Aw.
liked studio as
close.
much as Xenon. Just saying.
My aunt went there.
To Xenon or Studio?
Studio.
No, I preferred Xenon.
I think everyone's
There were
grandmother
two
slept
at
with
the
a
time.
Kennedy, right?
One was Studio 54
Not
that the
the-
whole world knew about, but it wasn't as much fun. And Xenon, for me, was better.
Which is the one where Ted Danson danced with you?
No, it was Tony Danza.
I say it wrong, but I
Oh,
picture
who's
the
the boss?
right guy every time.
Okay.
I don't know what's wrong with me.
Xenon.
But Angela,
Okay.
Hey, that
You
was
were the
good.
boss. She was.
Yeah.
Do it again.
Matt, that was really good.
This is before Angela. This is when he was still
Taxi
taxi.
driver.
hey,
not
I was just
driver.
wondering
God,
if
I'm
you'd
so
like to,
bad at
if
this.
you'd like to dance or something. You know, I don't think Angela would mind. Hey, is Angela here?
That's really good, dude. What other
Hey,
impressions do
you
you have?
talking to me? Hey, you talking to me? That's him in Taxi Driver. Huh? All right, it's
I did-
crossover.
I did Christopher Walken like 2 weeks ago.
Please do that. Do that.
Oh God.
Yeah, that was
Do
good.
I'm walking here
Please.
as walking.
Oh.
I love
Yeah,
I'm walking
yeah.
here.
Do it. Do it.
Do it.
Well, before I get started, it's great to be here on this show tonight because the show is when I talk, I bunch words together and then I have these gaps when I talk. So I really I appreciate your patience when I talk because I tend to have gaps. So something like that.
And that
I
was
like
the
that.
weekly wrap down. Somehow that was us debriefing about all of the week's news.
Yeah.
Just anything we wanted to, talk about before we move on to this next bit. Glad
Matt-
we did it. Glad
Matt, I'm
we
going
got
to-
clarity on anything.
Matt, I'm
Well, now
going
we
to
know where
push
the
you
sun
to
needs to
Saturday Night
shine.
Live.
Oh, okay.
You should audition for Saturday Night Live. That's a
Oh,
sketch comedy, dude.
okay, thanks.
Yes.
Do it. And now for some uplifting animal news. Does anybody have any uplifting animal news from the week? I know that Italy is discussing getting rid of fur, which is wonderful, or no longer using it in fashion.
Yay!
Yay! Christina.
I thought they
Wait, hang
stopped
on.
that ages
I thought they
ago.
already did get rid of
They
fur.
did.
Did they? In where?
Mother, father, house of Gucci.
Have you seen it? My
I have.
favorite
It's good.
is I saw some sort of like meme or something, and this I think sums it up. It was like, oh, Lady Gaga's talking about like, the depths that she went to for the performance and what it was like to experience this and that. I don't remember the details, but like whatever. And then you
I'm
watch
making
it's
a
all,
pizza.
yeah, and it's all, I'm making a pizza. It is basically
thought she was
Wario
dead.
Gucci. I want to see somebody do Wario Gucci. Can somebody please do Wario Gucci?
What's a Wario
The
Gucci?
Is that the one that did like, oh come on, like that guy that
It's-
was? Oh no, that's a different one.
It's
Sorry,
like it's like Bizarro Mario.
What does that mean?
It's a me,
Yeah.
Mario. Wario, it's Bizarro. It's a Mario
Yeah.
from Nintendo. Super
What a
Nintendo,
It's
brothers.
like evil universe Mario.
what a horrible.
the one
Is that
that
like
I
just
But
It's just like-
listen, a couple of days ago, or maybe like a week, maybe by now, I'm not sure exactly what day it was, but a cow escaped from a slaughterhouse in Queens.
Oh yeah.
And now she's been taken in by the Skylands Animal Sanctuary. Her name is Little Stacy, and she's so cute.
Aw.
That's definitely what
so-
I would have called a cow. Yeah.
That's where Hannibal,
Stacy's
formerly
mom.
known as the Barney the Long Island Bull, is living now. So they've got quite a little family growing.
Oh my God, I want to go there. Where is it? Skyland?
It's in New Jersey, North Jersey.
Mm.
Oh, damn it.
Oh, your neck of the woods, huh?
Kinda.
There's some other uplifting animal news. This is kind of bizarre, but in Australia, there's an album of birds singing, and it's actually topping the charts and beating the usual pop stars.
I don't want a lot for Christmas.
And also in Gaza, there's an animal shelter is developing mobility devices for disabled animals so that they can get around.
Oh,
In Gaza?
That's really cool though.
that is
Yep.
awesome.
And then somehow a turtle from Wales ended up in Mexico. So the folks in Mexico are taking care of the turtle, and then it's
Oh,
going to be
look at
going back
that.
to Wales. Yeah. So the turtle's name is Tally the turtle.
And how did they know it came from Mexico?
Well, it's
It had
from
Jose
Wales.
Cuervo.
It was
I mean,
dancing
they have a-
Oh,
Tortuga.
not yet.
No.
I think they just
Like a
that,
tag,
that,
maybe?
That probably just based on the species. Like they know that this turtle lives, usually lived here. So somehow it ended up in Wales. So they're going to send it back.
I'm guessing it's somebody's pet.
Oh, it
I
just
don't
came
know.
to Wales. It was like, Mira, soy tortuga. So then
A
I
lot
was
of
Sweetie,
the
you don't go to
time-
Wales unless you have to.
Mexican.
A lot of the time, animals
Ooh,
like
did I
that
just say-
will have tags, like the scientists track them. So they'll just have like tags that have like a number or something so that they can like take like censuses from time to time and, just keep
Also-
track of like where they are. So it could just be that simple.
It might also be that
Look at her.
the turtle just might have been curious what whales look like, but because of the type went to Wales, the place, instead of seeing actual
Uh-huh.
whales. So
Sure.
You know how that is. Did you hear about the bird that I think is here from maybe China and it's like maybe rare? Does anybody know anything about this? No? Boo. Mariah Carey, when she hits the high notes, kind of does sound like bird calls. So it was the natural progression for holiday songs anyway, don't you think?
Mariah
If
Canary.
anybody doesn't know the term for those high notes that she hits, they're called whistle tones. They're actually accomplished way in the back of the throat, and they're actually pretty rare to hit, or reliably at least.
She
So-
has an incredible range. I mean,
Well,
She
isn't that
does.
what they say about her? That her range
Yeah.
is just unbelievable?
Yeah. I
Yeah,
love
but do you
Mariah
know what?
Carey.
Dame
Dame Dash. No, I'm kidding.
Dame Edna?
Andrews.
Julie Andrews.
Julie Andrews, thank you. Dame Julie
Oh my
Andrews.
God.
She had a really really big range when she
Oh, it
first
was
started
so
out at
sad
Disney.
what happened to her.
Yeah, but you
Yeah.
know what? She's
You know-
able to sing again. It's maybe
Yeah,
not
but
that what it
she
used to,
won't
but-
do it. She won't do it. She says she won't do it because she can't do it the way she wants to do it.
She has nodules
She's not-
on her vocal
Well, no,
cords,
it
I
wasn't
think,
even
right?
that. She did something that wasn't necessary. It was just so that her voice wouldn't, that she wouldn't have any issues. And he hit a vocal cord. He fucking cut a vocal cord on Julie Andrews.
This was a surgery?
Yeah,
I didn't understand that had happened.
She had something. It was something on one of her vocal cords, her nodule, something. She had a nodule in her neck, exactly that. But it was a minor little thing, and it was a simple little surgery, and it wasn't like if she didn't do it, it was going to be whatever. She just wanted like a preventative thing almost, and gone. That voice is gone.
Ow.
That voice is
Apparently-
forever gone.
Yeah, apparently the first time she sang after the surgery was for Princess Diaries 2, the movie with Anne Hathaway in it. And it said that it was very, very emotional, and most of the crew on the set actually cried. So
So sad that it's wasted on Princess Diaries too.
yeah.
Like, I wish I could experience it, care. I don't know. I'm a monster. I want to care.
I was so upset when that happened. I mean, when I had heard about that happening, it was like, oh my God, that voice.
Yeah. No, but
It's
hey, I've got a lot of respect for her, not just as a voice, but also as a person. She's just a really, really, really cool lady. But
Yeah,
yeah, no,
she was also married to Blake Edwards. Never forget that.
Who is that?
Blake Edwards was one of the craziest directors ever. I mean, like crazy.
Breakfast at Tiffany's,
funny.
right?
No, did he do play at Breakfast at Tiffany's? He's like, he might. Blake Edwards was like a comedian, not a comedian. He did comedies and things. Was he Breakfast at Tiffany's? Anyway, he did a lot of comedies. You would never have put those two together. Kind of like Anne Bancroft and Mel Brooks. You wouldn't think those two would
What
go.
the fuck? They what?
What?
Really?
Anne Bancroft
Okay.
was married to Mel Brooks until she died.
Okay.
You didn't know that.
I'm not sure I knew that.
Yeah.
I have to look up these people
I
if they're
didn't.
see if they're who I think they are. But that's blowing my mind.
Breakfast
That
at
kind of like
Tiffany's and the Pink Panther.
May the Schwartz be with you.
What? Was it Breakfast at Tiffany's?
Yeah. Yep.
I knew it was the Big Panther, but I didn't remember Breakfast at Tiffany. Okay, but Blake Edwards was like that kind of like crazy humor, weird guy. And Julie Andrews isn't, like she's a freaking nun, but she's not. She's Mary Poppins. You know what I mean? So you wouldn't put the two together so much, but they were definitely together.
How many people
40 years
nowadays
until he
are
died.
together? How many celebrities are together nowadays? You're like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Look at
like-
Anne Margaret.
Oh,
Anne Margaret's been married to the same guy, and he's got something bad. He's either got dementia or whatever. He's got something. She's been married to him forever.
Kim Kardashian and what's his name?
Pete Davidson.
Kanye.
Pete Davidson.
Pete Davidson.
Davidson.
What the fuck?
Yeah,
That's
okay, that's a
around.
long-lasting relationship, I'm sure.
You know who's been
David.
together a long time? I think it was James Brolin and Barbara Streisand. They're still together.
Yeah, they're still married, still together, still whatever.
I mean, it
Saw them
does
in Mykonos.
happen.
Saw them in Mykonos. Look at Paul Newman and Joanne Woodward.
Yo,
Saw
I
them in
just found
Mykonos.
out about John Mulaney and Olivia Munn. I had no idea. He
Oh,
divorced.
yeah.
He divorced
Yeah,
his
that
wife,
all-
and she became pregnant like a couple months later.
yeah, if you blinked, you would have missed
I
it.
thought he was
It
dead.
all happened.
John Mulaney dead?
No,
No,
he
I
went
thought
to
he was
rehab after
gay.
he saw.
Oh, gay.
who
Oh,
knows?
yeah.
Oh, no.
He's got.
No, he
turned-
like hung. Yeah, he like hung out with Pete Davidson once, went to rehab. Then he's divorcing his wife. Then all of a sudden he's in a relationship with Olivia Munn. Then all of a sudden she's pregnant. Then they're not together. Now they're together and they have a baby. So that's their whole
Oh.
relationship, and it's some span of months. I don't know how.
Well,
Oh,
he and
you
Pete
know-
Davidson, I thought they were friends because of SNL.
Yeah, and then he did an episode of SNL whenever that was during the pandemic, and then
Yeah,
he was
and that's
like,
when they
"Listen
hung
here,
out,
Pete
and he, like,
Davidson, drugs
off the
are not
wagon.
addictive." And then he's like, "No, listen, they're really fun, man." And he's like, "No, they're not." And then he was wrong. He was like, "You're right,
Who am I
they're fun
missing?
because
Who
now I'm
is this
addicted."
guy?
Pete
Some guy
Davidson.
who is
Yeah,
Pete
he's
Davidson,
insane.
you know, right?
No, Pete
The-
Davidson, I know, but who's this John Mulaney?
a
He
writer.
used to be an
Okay.
SNL writer, and now he's a stand-up.
John Mulaney's more popular than Pete Davidson, in my opinion. But Pete Davidson's popular because of his stupid girlfriend that he keeps.
Let me explain. I live around the world. Never heard
John
of some of
Mulaney
the
is
people.
this stand-up comedian. He used to write for SNL, and he had his own show for a little bit. Didn't last, but
No,
it's actually pretty fucking funny. I'm not gonna lie. Like he's, he's.
I
got
like
his-
Kevin Hart. I love Kevin Hart.
Oh yeah,
With
he's
me on
funny.
that. Did you
Kevin
see
Hart's
his new
funny.
movie? His new
Which
movie,
one?
True Story. It's really True Story. It's called really
The
good.
thumbnail looks serious.
I
He's
haven't
so
seen
damn
a
serious.
movie
He
and I don't know
is.
how long.
I'm serious. He's
I like
he's really
Fatherhood.
good.
Fatherhood was really good. That was sad.
See True Story. That's good. That's really good. I'm surprised he's playing a more
Hard to take
a
him
serious
seriously.
role.
Yeah, no, he's doing a lot of serious roles. It's just hard.
I'm
'Cause I
dying to see
remember
what's
his
that
stand-up
story.
comedy, and it's like trying to take Cat Williams seriously. You just can't. It's hard to do it.
Oh, I don't know.
I mean, like.
And that was uplifting animal news. And now,
Oh, wait,
for
Kat,
Tattle Tales.
I was
Yes.
gonna mention it's not, it's good and bad news. I mean, like everyone knows in Australia, there's like, when it comes to logging, there's always like a massacre of fucking koalas, and it's really sad. But because they found just the right amount of koalas that were massacred, there are actually 250 different charges on separate logging companies now. So
Wow.
the conservation regulation crew, whatever, they realized that they were like about okay, all right. They
Look
realized
at her. She wants daddy's
there
attention.
were about like 70 koalas that
Hey,
died,
Zelda.
and literally they were like, okay, this has got to stop over in Victoria in Australia, and over 250 charges now on all these different like major logging companies, and
That's
Yeah, it's
unfortunate,
pretty
but that's
sucky.
awesome.
yeah, it's really sad that happened, but it happens every year, and this time they're like, this has to stop. So
It's sad that it gets to that point before we catch
it's really
it.
sad. Yeah, like 70 koalas, that's a lot.
Yeah.
But okay, she won't let me go.
I mean, I wish that it wouldn't happen at all, but it's sad that it gets to that point, right?
Can you
Like
hear
I
that
said,
barking?
the world is going
Totally,
to hell in
yeah.
a handbasket.
I'm so sorry.
Tell me the
Bring-
drama behind the barking.
Yeah. bring
Are we
it
in
It's not-
Tattletales?
Somebody is on
Yes,
the
we
door.
are.
I'm so
We're
sorry.
obviously-
But
No,
that's a
who's
great,
that?
that's a great segue.
clearly
She
they know
wants
that it's
something.
time.
I don't know
No.
who's barking.
It's
That's
time
crazy,
to
though.
come
Is
on
it
camera.
food or out?
Zelda's over here not barking. She's just trying to bite me.
Aw,
Oh.
Zelda.
Zelda. Oh, because Jamie called
We
her.
were trying to remember what Wally barked at last week.
Zelda, here, come here. Oh, now Zelda doesn't want to get up. Now you don't want to get
Oh,
up.
no.
Here.
They have a mind of their own.
Nope.
No, don't care now.
Nope. Okay. Go ahead. Nope. All right. Fine.
Oh, I know I want to say something about the animals in the
Jamie called her.
nest.
So she doesn't want to get up now.
I want to say that Michael Vick's last
Oh yeah.
dog that was rescued passed on out of old age. So just saying.
I do have a dark thing that might be, I don't know. There was this horrible story in India where these primates were revenge killing dogs, but
Oh,
the
I saw that.
Yeah, the two that were kind of spearheading this thing where they were hurting these animals, those two have been captured and released back into the wild. So hopefully everything will be okay. Although I hate to say this because they're animals, but I feel like they kind of need a jail because I don't trust what they're doing out in the fucking wild. Like, no offense, but those monkeys are crazy. And I feel bad saying that because I love all animals, but they fucking murdered dogs. And then they went after children.
No,
That's
but didn't
fucking
they
Wait, they
say,
went after
didn't they
kids?
say,
But
no, didn't they say that they went after the dogs because a dog
The-
killed a monkey?
right.
Okay,
a
so they're
child,
saying-
A baby
a
monkey.
young monkey. Yeah.
Yeah, they're saying that a baby monkey. So scientists refuse to ascribe revenge to animals. It's animal behavior. So like whatever. They're like scientists who refuse to say that is revenge. But what did happen was, yes, a baby monkey was killed, and then 250 dogs were murdered in retaliation or just after. But it got to the point where it was like, okay, this is ridiculous. They were bringing them up to high places, leaving them there, bringing them up to high places and dropping them, just murdering these dogs. And then they went after children. So I don't know if it was revenge. They said it was revenge killings. They then said that you cannot say that animals are being vengeful. I think that that's because if humans were willing to admit that animals could be vengeful, then maybe people would have to look at themselves and be like, maybe I shouldn't eat meat. So I think that's why they won't say it's revenge. I think it's fucking revenge. I don't know. Unless these monkeys are just like, let's kill things.
No, I don't think they want to give
That
them that
animals
kind
have
of-
a lot of
Hold on, Matt.
I don't think that they want to give the animals exactly the brain or the whatever it is to say, oh, can they be this smart? Freak, hell yeah, they're smarter than you.
Exactly.
And
I think it's
when
also
they
less
admit it.
about, I wonder if it's also less about eating meat, but the fact that we'd have to be more, I say we, I mean, but
humans.
We don't exactly kill beings to eat them kindly. There's no such thing, right? And we don't really take care of them. We don't really, for the most part, we're actually really cruel to them. Their last couple days or hours or even their whole lifetimes, it's just bad and awful. And we already know they have feelings. We already know that, right? Even plants have feelings. So it's like, I feel like this is like the last thing that could literally like get all of the companies that are creating slaughterhouses and maintaining slaughterhouses and whatnot, that could be like the final straw to get those companies, and scientists are scared to get, totally obliterated to bits.
That's
like not only does the evidence
you're all
say
missing something. You're missing something.
Not only does the evidence say that they can feel, but they also can feel feelings that we feel. They can feel. They not only don't want you to kill them, they also are mad about it. Anyway, what were you gonna say?
What I was going to say is animals and humans have no respect for human life, much less for animal life. Okay? So there's zero respect. They don't give a shit. It's all about greed and money or whatever the hell it is or whatever. So animals, they don't care about people. They're going to care about animals.
Regarding those monkeys that killed all those dogs, I hope that they tag those monkeys so that they can track them, just because those are some crazy monkeys.
Yeah.
Maybe not so crazy. Maybe that's the beginning of the Planet of the Apes.
Hopefully. Maybe that's all of those animals that kill hunters. Like,
yes.
So maybe that is uplifting.
Soylent Green is made out of people.
Oh, I have, I wouldn't call it uplifting animal news. I'd call it more like celebrity animal gossip.
What is it?
The Bidens are rehoming their rescue German Shepherd Major after a couple of nipping incidents. And they're welcoming a new
for that man. I'm just kidding. I did, but I'm not happy about this.
Yeah, so that's Major's going to go live with some friends. But now there's a new puppy and his name is Commander and he's very cute.
Okay, red flag, any person who has a breed specific thing. Just gonna fucking put that out there. Any person who's specific to a breed, red flag. Just saying that.
Why is it a breed? He gets rescue dogs.
Well, they're German
Shepherds.
I don't know if this one is a rescue. I think
Major and Sergeant.
Well, the next
also rescues,
passed away.
Most of the time, rescues, if they're really true rescues, you don't know entirely what their breed is, right? I've got 4 cats. I have no idea what their breeds are. We're guessing that one of them might be part Maine Coon, but that's just because of his size. We don't really know, right? And on top of that, we didn't even get these cats in the States. We got them over in Europe. So there's a whole other host of opportunities for them to be some far-fetched thing, right? If it's a true rescue, you're not going to know 100% what kind of breed it is. That's for me what says this is not really a rescue. This is just, you knew someone who needed a German Shepherd taken off their hands. And so you're jumping in. That's not rescuing. That's kind of rescuing. That's helping out.
Well, aren't you just rescuing from its situation, regardless if it's a breed or a mutt?
I mean,
isn't that what a rescue is?
Yeah, you can
whether it's a breed or a mutt, it's out and it needs to be rescued from being out.
True, but what if it's in a perfectly good situation and it's just the owner can't keep the dog, and so they're just looking for a home? That's not rescue. That's adoption. That's adoption.
Yeah,
that's
actually animal abuse. But
that's what we need at the Capitol building. We need a big sign that says "Beware of dog," and then we need a big dog on the lawn, just for people that are thinking about attacking the Capitol. There's nothing like a big, mean dog.
Oh yeah, no,
There's
they're
no
terrifying.
such thing as a
They-
big mean dog.
They made a big deal about when they got Major, because it was like a big photo op. They got him from a shelter, and it was like all this stuff. So he was a real rescue. But the thing is that, especially with like these, aggressive type breeds like German Shepherds, sometimes there's like, weird backyard breeders, and they might be breeding dogs to be like, either like junkyard dogs or fighting dogs or otherwise violent dogs. And when you rescue them from those situations, sometimes there's still behavioral issues. And
PTSD.
I mean, there's just too much going on around the president and the White House. There's like strangers constantly, all these people constantly, weird smells from like all these weird people. Like it's not that's too stressful of a situation for like a traumatized shelter dog. So I think it's actually probably for the animal's best interest that he's going, to live somewhere normal, where he can just relax and be a dog.
I think that would make the White House more comfortable. It would make it more like a house. It's like, and this is the dog. And like,
Yeah,
so
they're in a
ambassadors
residence.
would be like,
That's why they got
They're in a- they're in a
They
residence.
replaced the dog.
Yeah,
Why
they got a new
replace the
puppy.
dog?
Yeah, but I thought he had the dog well before he was in the White
No.
House.
That
No.
was the other dog.
He had
That
another
one
dog.
died. They used to have the old dog, and then they got this rescue when he moved into the White House, and it was like this big, like heartwarming story. And then it was like, oh yeah, he bit a Secret Service guy. Oh, he bit somebody at the national parks. So yeah, now he's going somewhere else, and they've got a puppy.
is he considered an enemy of the state?
No.
No.
He still has Secret Service protection because he's family. I don't know. Some of that just reminds me of that social media influencer who was like, I'm going to have, like, she adopted a child and then unadopted
that was
a
such
child.
strange.
What?
sad
How could you
story.
want to? How do you want
Yeah.
to adopt a child?
Right?
You cannot do that.
They rehomed their autistic child, or was it some other?
I don't know. I
Special
think it's special
needs, I
needs of
forget.
sorts. Maybe like autistic plus special. I don't remember exactly.
Maybe.
But
Yeah.
but part of the thing was they weren't allowed to show this child's face for some amount of time. I think whenever you adopt a child from either this adoption agency or China or something, you're not supposed to show their face for a certain amount of time. And that makes sense because maybe the parents would be like, that's my child. I don't know. Like, I don't know if it's like to trace. I have no idea why, but for whatever reason,
That sounds okay.
yeah, I'm like, wait, as I'm saying this, I'm like, this does not sound right. This sounds very wrong. But I don't know what it is.
It's probably because they're children and their image has to be protected just
Well, I
because
mean,
of
yeah.
pedophiles, things like that. Who knows?
Yeah, I'm not sure. I don't know. It probably is all that. I don't know if it's also because of identity stuff, like facial recognition. I have no idea. I just know that for whatever reason, you're not supposed to show this child's face that you've adopted for some number of, maybe until they're an adult. I don't know the details. All I know is they then were like, oh, I don't know, we're gonna have a blurry face kid. Like that was a thing that concerned them. And they were talking to their people on whatever platform, like, it's gonna be like, like just going on about this blurry face kid. Now they're gonna have to blur their kid's face. And then the child comes and they have all these things and all these videos and all these pictures and all these whatever with the blurry face. And then one day they just don't, right? Is it they just didn't have the kid, or did they explain the decision before they made it? I think they just didn't have him. And then they're like, so you may have noticed, kind of a thing. And then they were like, we had to make the decision because his needs were too much for them to meet.
Well,
Terrible.
the couple that had that had the surrogate mother had a surrogate baby and then they didn't take it.
No, what's that?
It's on something I was looking at. It's a couple had this woman there at the baby's in Italy, I think. And a surrogate mother, it's their baby. And it was born in surrogacy. And now they don't want it.
Why?
I don't know.
They don't elaborate on it.
No, the full story isn't out, but that's the thing. And they show the baby with the nurse, and they don't want to. They don't want it.
They getting
What a shame.
divorced.
Yeah, that's my guess. Also,
what?
you might a divorce, like the relationship is rocky.
I don't think that was it. It was something really stupid.
Well, I think having a surrogate during a pandemic is really stupid. So whatever, they're stupid people.
Sound very selfish.
Yeah.
You think?
Like you like right now is the time to be looking for a surrogate. I don't know. And
Well,
there
are those people who can't have children, but the thing is
now is
that,
not the time. But go on. Sorry.
well, no, I'm just saying
Yes.
that I'm saying that, there's never a good time really, but like in my opinion,
Now is the worst. I'm sorry. I'm gonna stop. I can't. I will stop.
It's all right. It's all right. I got you. But I think it's, I'm just, spitballing here.
Spitballing.
Spit
throwing. That's a new
You know what I'm
expression.
saying?
Yes.
Boom,
No,
Matt, you got it in your
spit-throwing.
eye. God damn it. No. I'm thinking that as far as the surrogate, maybe she couldn't come to terms with the fact that she didn't have the child in her own body. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's a detaching feeling. Maybe once the baby was born, even though it was technically, I guess, her egg, and it was fertilized by the
Yes.
father. Maybe she felt like, yeah, you know what? I don't feel this is part of me. I mean, women go through stuff before and after pregnancy.
Also,
Yeah,
I don't know.
Did they hold the baby? Maybe there was that moment where they're like, okay, and nothing happened.
No,
I
it was
feel
something
nothing.
really stupid.
I mean, Lucy, how did you feel when Kathryn came into this world and graced us with her presence? I mean, you had to feel like a queen. Just saying.
No. No. Queen is not the word. But it's actually really funny. And here's something that I think a lot of pregnant ladies can tell you, and people have, when I was pregnant, I don't remember what month it was, 7th, 8th, 9th, whatever it was. And I was looking back and I could not remember a day in my life, not even when I was 5 years old, that I wasn't pregnant.
That sounds like an acid trip.
It wasn't, because I didn't do that when I was pregnant. So, but it really is. And you ask other pregnant ladies.
Lucy, are you high now? Or?
Are you pregnant right now?
Hold on a second.
Who's serving
Anyway.
up some pot brownies? No, I'm just kidding. All right.
Anyway, but what I'm trying to say is, first of all, when you're pregnant, just so that we're very, very clear, everybody goes through something different. But one thing that I can definitely tell you, and this is the truth for any pregnant lady, is you are in no control of whatever's going on inside your body. There's something that's come in there, and you have zero control. Not what you eat, not what you smell, not what you want, nothing.
Yeah.
What was the
nothing.
weird shit I craved?
Well, nothing, but all I know is I ate watermelon and carrots for months.
I like
So
those
random.
things.
Jesus Christ.
3 months of watermelon.
And
Makes
carrots.
sense. I love watermelon.
In the beginning, the first few months, I was eating carrots. Clearly, I needed whatever vitamin is in carrots. And I remember her father saying to me, he says, okay, you're going to give birth to a rabbit or what? But I mean, seriously, it was
Turns out.
carrots.
So funny.
I had to have, I can't tell you the massive amount of carrots I had to have.
Your eyesight must be great.
Not so much, but that's okay.
Can you see me
orange
going
or-
like this?
That I can see without glasses. Look at that.
What color did Kathryn come out? Did she come out like
Orange.
Oh, she was
like
gorgeous.
Like a bitch, a boss man.
She was gorgeous. She was gorgeous.
she came out like oompa?
Wait, I'm
Oompa
sorry,
not.
Kathryn. Do you have any other siblings? I don't know this
No.
about you. Just
I
you.
had a twin, but I killed it in the womb.
Oh my God.
It was the twin. It came from here. He take it out.
Oh my God, I love the accent.
From me,
Yeah,
it's no
the
problem.
adult.
I live in Greece.
I want you to say, okay, I make lamb.
Okay, I make what?
Lamb.
Isn't that from the Big Fat
You
Greek
vegetarian?
Wedding?
You
I'm
don't
I'm a
eat no
vegetarian.
meat?
Don't worry, I make lamb.
Wait. You don't eat no meat? You don't eat no. It's okay. I make you lamb.
Yay!
Yeah.
Look at all that
Paste.
fur.
I think you should
I love
go
how
on
the cat
Cameo.
is.
Go
Cat
on
is getting in front,
Cameo.
like this
This
is
is
supposed
my
to be
scene.
Tattletales. You're ruining it. You're ruining my time.
Lucy,
This is
you need
about
to go
me.
on Cameo. I will pay for
Nah.
that shit. You know
For which
Cameo?
one?
Do you know Cameo?
No, what's Cameo?
Celebrities
never
say
mind.
happy birthday and shit.
It's like you. All right, this is another conversation. I'm sorry, Kathryn, but basically, in a nutshell, you it's a website where celebrities of all kinds, whatever, you could pay them a little bit, and they'll give you like a personal video or a personal text, or sometimes they'll do a live thing for 15 minutes. But so
Check
that's
out my
it.
mom on Cameo. Check out
Yo,
Bancroft on
Lucy!
SNL. This shit is crazy.
Lucy's done.
That was
Sorry.
Tattletales. Somehow that was us talking about our animals. I feel better
Okay.
about it. And now the moment you've all been waiting for. Our musical guest, Zoe Mina, is with us to share. I don't know what yet, but you will soon.
Alrighty, so I've actually been writing my own version of Carol of the Bells, and it started out in my head. And I didn't have the time at work to do it on a keyboard, so I grabbed sheet music, pen and paper, and wrote it the old-fashioned way. And then a couple nights after,
On your acrylic
actually,
nails like Dolly Parton. I'm sorry, I'm listening.
no, I can't stand those, but maybe.
Working
But
9 to 5. Sorry, I love that story. I'm a monster.
Hey, she's amazing. I had got a lot of respect for Dolly Parton, but
Love
yeah,
that
no,
woman.
I think it was about a week. I was just writing it on sheet music. I'd never played it. I hadn't played it, not even once, not at home or anything. I just was putting it out on paper. That's it. And then I think it was like a week, and then I finally sat down at the keyboard once I thought I'd finished it and started orchestrating it and stuff. And so that's what I'm going to show you guys tonight. And there's a wonderful cat butt to help serenade you guys.
That's
we all
right.
know.
Sun
we
it.
all know.
Sun it. Sorry.
All right.
What were you gonna say, Zoe? I just want you
Oh.
to know that Bull shouted from the other room, "Let her talk!" So I think we have a viewer, everyone.
Thanks, Paul.
Oh,
Okay,
Rapid
let's see.
fire.
Sorry, 1 second. I had a count in and I didn't want to deal with the metronome. Sorry. All right.
That was really nice.
Yeah.
You're
Awesome.
putting that
Thank
on
you.
Spotify, right?
It's
good.
not
Very
out
good.
actually. This is an instrumental that you guys are pretty much the first ones to hear actually.
I love
So-
it.
It's really good. I love
Thank
that.
you.
I love that version, and I love that song actually.
Oh yeah, I'm a huge fan of it. And fun fact actually, let's see, it was written by hang on, the music was
Thing
hang on,
fries
let's see,
are
I have this
done.
right here. The music was written by Mykola Leontovich. I think I'm saying that right. And
You
the lyrics were
are.
written by somebody else, and the lyrics are actually copyrighted. That's why I did an instrumental version. The music itself is public domain. It's sold at this point that it's not copyrighted. I don't technically need to give credit, but I want to give credit because the song he deserves credit. But it's sold at this point that it's considered public domain. So that's why everybody uses Carol of the Bells. That's why it's so popular as a Christmas song, is partially because it's public domain. Copyright is infringement, doesn't really, it's a gray area.
Mm.
Nice song.
Yeah, it's a cool song. I love Pentatonix's version of it. The acapella one.
I've heard that too, and
So
that is
pretty.
awesome.
Mhm.
Really awesome.
Yeah, that's what the lyricist, he arranged the song for vocals because he largely did a cappella, I believe. I looked him up a little bit, and that's what I read, if I'm remembering this correctly. But yeah, it's one of my all-time favorite songs, and it's definitely my favorite Christmas song.
That song scares the shit out of me, but I love it so much. I love it.
Why does it scare
Is
the
it-
shit out of you?
Is it bad
That's-
that my favorite version is the one from Home Alone?
It's not
What?
it doesn't really strike that major chord for me. You know what I'm saying? Like, it doesn't make me feel like, you know, I guess I've heard it in so many different remixes to where, like, you know, I've heard it like okay.
Friday the 13th.
I've heard like rock remixes, I've heard horror film remixes, I've heard like you know, regular show remix when they had a special in the cartoon and it was like badass, and I never really thought of it as like an uplifting Christmas song, but it's okay because I don't listen to a lot of uplifting Christmas music. So like,
Well, it's actually based off of a Russian folk song about church bells. So I don't even know if it started as a Christmas song. It started as a folk song in Russia, and Mykola Leontovich, he was the first one to record it. So you could say he's technically the first arranger. I don't know if I'd go so far as to say the first composer. He's the first one to have recorded proof of it, but it's based off of the song that's been a folk song for hundreds of years. So
that's just my personal thing. It just scares the shit out of me. That's
Yeah.
all. I mean,
Now that you know it's a Russian folk song, I feel like that just sums it all up.
right, exactly.
Okay, so
I think that's why I
Favorite
hear it.
Explains the
Christmas
scale.
song.
It explains the music behind it though. Like I know I'm a music theory geek. I love analyzing music. But simply put, music here, our normal music today uses traditional scales, right? It's pretty much the same formula every time. It might start in a different place, higher or lower, might sound a little different, but realistically, you're going to use one of the formulas that's already there. Because this song is so old, it's using different stuff. It's using, I think, a different scale. It's something called modal, and that means it just, instead of starting on the one, you would start on a different note of that scale, and you just call it that note. I don't know if that makes any sense at all, but it's a
in,
cool concept.
It's in 3/4 rhythm, so that's already different. You know, there's
Well,
Zoe.
it's in 3/4, but then I mean, I was able to put it in 6/8, so it depends a little bit on how you look at it. But
Zoe, I would
no,
like you
sorry,
to
not
play.
6/8, 12/8.
I just had a
I put
question.
I was going to say that for some reason this comes up in my mind. I would love for you to do some sort of rendition of Gloomy Sunday. And I don't know if you guys ever heard of Gloomy Sunday, but it's also a very, very old song. And in the past, when people heard it, people would get very depressed and commit suicide, but I've heard it many, many times. And it's not like that.
You
That was
don't
like an
know
old,
who
maybe,
Yeah.
maybe you shouldn't play that.
but I have to say
Are you trying to
Don't
actually,
even listen to it.
it's very beautiful though. It's like a strange Sarah. It's like Sarah Brightman did a rendition of it. all kind. It's just
And
like
she's
a.
still
So it's
living.
not like Final Destination, the song.
No,
Like you can
no.
listen to it and not okay.
Or
I thought it
was
was
that
like one
when
of
the
those
ring-
things.
Put on a bridge.
Yeah, like the Ring, the song,
They,
or Final
they
Destination,
believe
the
that.
song.
Well, in Hungary, it's a Hungarian song, and I guess they believe in
makes
this
sense.
old folklore. But like, it's really actually quite beautiful, and the words are very haunting.
Is it more sad than Sunday, Bloody Sunday?
Oh yeah, I know what that's about. Yeah, it is. It is.
Jeez.
It's yeah.
And now for Two Truths and a Lie, where Zoe Mina will share two truths and a lie. Two things that are true, one thing that is not true, and we have to guess which are the truths and which is the lie.
I love this game. I play this game with everyone. I play the drinking game with everyone.
Which is the drinking game.
The drinking game is two truths and a lie. If you can't
Okay.
tell the truth, you have to take a shot.
Lucy,
Oh.
you know about that, right? I'm playing.
I'll drink anyway, but I usually tell the truth. So
I'll pick the
the
obvious.
truth
so I
is you
can drink.
remember it.
All right.
You
I
want
love
to?
you,
I'm
Lucy.
also gonna drink.
thank you.
Two truths
Cindy.
and a lie. Okay, two truths and a lie.
We should all do this.
Oh dear. Okay. I don't like bananas.
It's true.
I have orange dye sitting upstairs. I'm not sure if I'm gonna use it.
It's true.
And I name everything. My guitars, my keyboard, my
That is a
laptop. I name
fact.
everything.
I think she
You
likes
don't like
bananas.
banana is a lie.
First one, the first
I'm going
one.
with the bananas.
Yeah,
Go with the first
definitely.
one.
Yeah, I can't
think
stand
You are
bananas.
so bad at lying. You are
Wow.
so bad.
Okay,
You're
that's a
like,
good
I just
thing.
need to get the lie out of the way real fast. Okay, what? I love bananas. I don't like bananas.
That was
I'm reading your mind.
I can lie.
Wait,
That was
hang on.
not the
I can
lie.
lie.
wait.
I
Hang on.
No, I'm bad.
Wait. Hang on. Did I say I can't stand bananas, or did I say
Yeah.
I love bananas?
You can't stand bananas.
Can't
You
stand
said.
bananas.
Oh, I meant to say I love bananas. It's a lie. The other
Oh
two
wait,
are true.
so was everything true?
What?
Yeah.
Two truths and a lie. It was three
We
truths.
still figured it out. We still figured it out though. It's all good.
So you still
Wait.
couldn't lie.
Yeah, we figured out what was going to
Lucy,
be
you
lie.
said earlier, you're like, I always tell the
Twist.
truth. So I'm like, oh, crud, that's exactly what I do. Why should I lie?
There
Just
you go.
either say something
you go.
or don't say something.
Exactly.
And it shows. Yeah, no.
Yeah,
Wow.
but,
I
but,
love
but here's the thing.
bananas.
But here's the thing. Why I know why I thought the banana thing was it, because clearly you must have orange dye upstairs. You've got other colors all the time,
sorry.
and you've named everything. Your guitar has a name. You know, so-
Yeah,
figured
that
that
was
was
really
true.
obvious. I should have just left
So
it as I name
it
all
was
of my
really a process
belongings.
of elimination.
Yeah.
And the
What-
only
what's the
question
name?
was, does she have orange dye upstairs or is it a different color?
I
There was no
I
question
do
for
have
me.
orange dye upstairs. I'm not sure if
Okay.
I'm gonna use it yet. I think I'm
Okay.
gonna go with green again because I
You
really
see,
like this
I
color.
knew she had other colors.
Really?
No, actually, that's the only color I have right now. I'd have
I
to
do
order the
not.
green
Okay.
again. But
What about this
because
color? This is a good color for you.
A blue?
Mhm.
Oh,
Yeah.
I've done so many different blues. I
What
love
color are
blue.
your
I really
eyes?
do.
What color are your eyes?
Oh, my eyes? There is it.
Yeah.
Is it called hazel when it's like a mix? They're like
Hazel.
greenish,
That's lovely.
gray, blue.
Yeah.
The ones
So-
that change
Nice.
colors with whatever you wear.
Purple would be cool on you. That would bring out your
Go
eyes.
with purple.
I did purple. but it faded to pink really fast. So I'm not gonna do that
Ah.
again.
Yeah.
Catherine,
But,
you need to do blue. I like blue
Mhm.
for you.
Thank you. I do too. Blues and purples and reds.
Yeah.
Never green. I don't really like yellow, so I don't think I look good blonde. Orange,
good in
not
pink.
so much, but pink.
Yeah, I was gonna say a warm color
She
probably
was good
is
in
really
orange.
nice.
Orange
I have
was the
very
best.
pink.
The redhead was the best.
All those carrots.
Yeah,
No,
there
her
it is.
best was the redhead. There you go. All those carrots. Exactly.
Now they
I
have
love-
multi
I love doing warm colors like oranges and reds and stuff. The only
Yeah.
thing is I already have a pretty reddish face and it only serves to accentuate it.
Pretty
But I
reddish
feel-
face.
Your face
But
is
here's the
red.
thing,
It's
though, is-
pink.
Yes, it is, but it's red whenever I
not
do
red,
something
it's
as
pink.
much as laughing.
I feel like I
laugh,
want
it's red.
Skittles or
No. You
lifesavers
pink.
now.
You pink.
Well,
Taste the rainbow.
it's red when I sunburn because I don't tan.
Of course it's red when you sunburn because you're a pink person.
I don't tan as well. I don't.
You're a pink.
Now
Yeah, I
for
believe you.
Ask Mom, where you all get to ask my mom whatever you want.
Awesome.
If you
Can
could
I
dye
go
your hair
first?
any color, what would it be?
What's that?
If you could dye your hair any color, what would it be?
Well, I love purple, but it doesn't, it might not go with my skin tone.
No, I
Purple's
think
my
purple would
favorite
work
color.
with you. There's so many
Well,
different variations of purple.
Yeah. Oh, I know. I love the deepest one. I love purple.
Like a violet or something.
No, I love that too, but purple.
The color of the year is
Purple.
Berry Berry, and it's pretty cute.
Purple.
Okay.
Have you all seen the color of the year?
Yeah.
Unzone?
What's that? What's that?
It's like a purpley blue. It's like lilac.
Like my shirt or something?
No,
it's like
No,
very
that's
light.
electric blue.
yeah, it's very very soft.
Purple, goddammit. Hold on. Purple.
All right, I have a question for you, Miss Mom.
Yes. Yes,
All right.
yes.
When are we getting tattoos together? That's all I'm saying.
Oh, honey girl, I will never get a tattoo.
Oh,
Why
No.
not?
Because it's permanent.
That's right.
get a purple tattoo.
That's how I
No,
feel
no,
about
no,
it
it's
too.
permanent.
Ooh, you know what?
It's
See how I
permanent.
have like the
Yeah,
you
that's
should
all
get,
fine.
yeah, but
I
you
don't
should get
know.
purple like lilacs
No.
on you. That would be nice.
What
No.
tattoos would you have gotten, or what tattoos would you have now if you had gotten any of the ones and all of the ones you ever thought about getting?
Yeah, there you go.
I heart.
When
cat.
did I ever say I thought of having the only tattoos
You-
I would what?
Go on. I want to see if you're gonna say it because I know what you would have go.
She's gonna really lie. She knows you have a tramp stamp. Don't lie. Don't lie. We're live.
It says
We're
angel.
live, Lucy.
Sweetie girl, I may be a tramp, but I ain't got a stamp for it. Anyway. I had my days, but that's irrelevant. No. The reason,
Mama
with the
got down.
tattoos, the reason with the tattoos really isn't just the tattoos. I don't like anything that's permanent. It's
Okay.
a permanent
Your daughter's
factor.
permanent. Your daughter's
It's-
permanent.
She doesn't like. No I'm kidding.
Anyways, yes, I know. That was the hard
And
part.
awkward.
Or
Marriage
is
is not
she?
permanent. Children permanent. You see, that was hard. But permanent is very difficult for me. So that's the reason for the tattoos, because I could change my mind really easily. I have ADHD. I'm ADD. So it's really possible that I change my mind fast.
I have a
And
question.
if she had gotten these tattoos, she'd have tattooed makeup on her face, and it would be very scary.
That would be it.
You would
That
be a
would
horror
actually
show
be
right
it.
now.
Why don't you
That
do
would
it?
be
Scary.
That could be one of
That
your
It would be
That
terrible.
would
New
be it.
Year's
and
resolutions.
you know,
no
that would
way
be
that-
it. What I was gonna do once was actually have like my eyebrows taken out or something, and just have these little
In what
things on
era
there.
and
Thank
what
God I
trend?
didn't.
Because it's a specific brow.
It's specific, right? And then it was like, oh no, then I wanted them thick, and then whatever. Now I'm old, so forget it.
So
You don't even have
70s, 80s.
so-
You're not
Thick
old.
as the 80s.
You're not old. You know what I like?
No,
I
the
had mine
70s had the
done.
little thin brows.
I had mine done, microbladed. You know what? I really like. I people are gonna think like this is nuts, but I like Joan Crawford. That was the
That is
what do they
nuts.
call it? That is called
Too much.
the patch.
Too much.
Well, and the cosmetic
a
tattooing
lot.
is actually not permanent. It only lasts, I think it's 3
6
to 5
months.
years.
No, less
This
than that.
lasted a long
The ones
time.
for has it. So because I am considering this.
Yeah,
No.
Which
it's
would
good.
be the
Don't
but
do
it's
it.
not permanent. But
Shush,
it's not
Kathryn.
permanent. Oh, and the only reason I didn't tattoo my hair when I wanted to hide like bald spots was because when I was going to have white hair, I didn't want to have brown bald spots.
Oh my goodness. Could
I think you should
imagine?
have like a teardrop, like that you've been into the joint fresh out.
Like Craig
Yeah,
Killed
like,
somebody. That means she killed
Like,
somebody.
Oh well, you know. Hey.
Like, no.
I did not know that.
or
I
loves
know
John
I've done.
Waters films.
Or nothing like Post Malone or with the
Ugh.
face tattoo.
Yeah, no.
Jesus
I once had a
all good.
student on tour. The student on tour. She was with her mother. She was with her teacher, and they were looking for the tattoo place here in Athens so they can go get a tattoo. And this girl put a tattoo. She was so happy on her arm, on her hand. I can't remember. And she wanted the word Athena, which is Athens in Greek, on her hand. I'm like, are you kidding me? Like when you become, because she was like, what, 17? What are you going to do when you're like 30 and you got that?
I would have a
40,
giant
30
K.
30 is young. My mom
Yes,
always
I know,
says,
but
what are you
you're
going
writing
to do
a
when you're
cleaner, for
80?
God's sakes. It had no, whatever.
Everybody's significant,
Yeah, it was too visual. It was too, yes, I'm not,
everybody different,
Do you remember
it's a
any of the
permanent thing.
Do you remember any of the tattoos I wanted?
Oh, you wanted lots of things. You want little mushrooms, little things on your feet, little things over here.
Hey, Kathryn, you don't have any
God.
tattoos?
Zero.
No.
Unless you count the one I gave myself when I was 13 with a pin, and I don't count it
Kathryn,
anymore
we
because it
gotta
came
do
out.
it. Oh, we
No.
have to
She
give you
wanted
a
a tattoo, and I said, over my dead body or when you're old enough. And she's
I literally
actually,
think it will kill my family. Like if ink were to enter my body, I'm worried that my family would just dematerialize
Listen,
instantly.
we wouldn't.
As a Jewish person,
You don't
you're not
know.
supposed to have tattoos. You're
Yeah.
not supposed to have tattoos.
We're not supposed
And I
to either,
have-
by the way.
I have tattoos. I wanted to do it, So my mom says, like, what are you going to do when you're 80 or 90? I'm like, who cares? Like, who's going to look?
I'm going to
Me,
be
I
80 or
love it.
90.
I'm going to be 80. I'm going to be rocking it.
Well, there is that part, because it does come true.
Right.
You do become invisible with age. This is true.
Yeah,
You
The
don't
Listen,
very
you
have to
first
live
be
Not
once.
invisible.
You live once.
I've had
You're
women on
not.
tour. What?
Listen to Zoe. She
No.
said you're not invisible.
Yeah, trust me, I am.
Not
I've
to
had
me,
people
you
on
are.
tour. Oh, thank you, honey. But I've had
For me.
people on tour and they're like older and all, and they have just gotten recently tattoos. I'm talking about 70, whatever. And I'm like, really?
That's
And
when
she
you
goes,
do it.
yeah, I wanted to do that. Yeah, still not doing it.
Because if not
All
now,
right.
when? I would have gotten a moon on my toe because I loved Drew Barrymore. And then I saw Drew Barrymore's feet in real life. And I'm sorry, Drew Barrymore, if this is a secret, it spread. Like it did not look the same way that it did. And I was like, oh, wow. I'm glad
Well,
I
your
didn't
feet
get that
get
tattoo.
bigger.
Yeah. But then
Depends
I saw
where you
a
get it,
duck
though.
on her and I'm like, I kind of want that now.
Yeah.
But
Oh,
I mean,
God.
But I gotta
like,
tell you, there are
foot tattoo
places-
feet age.
yeah, apparently.
Everything
Sweetie,
on your
everything
body ages.
drops. Everything
Yeah.
ages. Are you
Some
serious?
areas
Unless you
harder than
have
others.
Botox.
This
But I'm just
yeah,
saying,
has been
like
aging.
joints
You see
age
this?
more than like, your thigh or something.
No, can we talk
I
about
also
what
have zero
COVID has done to my
tattoos.
fucking hands?
Wow,
What is it on your
Kathryn, you have
hands?
long fingers.
I
She
think,
does.
but they're dry now. That's the problem.
Yeah, they're
I'm
all,
not
gonna
the hands
say.
are very dry.
I'm going to keep
Hands
it
are very
PG.
dry.
Do not.
I just
Hands
like
are
keep
very dry.
moisturizer everywhere now.
I see you,
So do I.
Kathryn.
So do I. But it
Yes.
doesn't help. I'm like, just
No, you have to do coconut
Constantly.
oil. I'm telling you, coconut oil constantly, and it's a lot better than cream. Oil is better anyway. It keeps your skin more supple. Seriously,
Or
it really
cocoa
does.
butter.
For that too. It's a little bit more greasy though, I think.
I
Yeah.
need to bathe in
Let it
wax.
I
suck
just
in.
can't stand anything filmy on my hands. It's just, I think it has something to do with piano. I always keep my fingernails very short. Like this wait, hang on, where's the camera?
Yeah.
This is too long. They're not very long, but
Too
that's
long.
too
Wow.
long. And I can't stand anything that makes my hands not grip the keys. And I've been playing piano since I was 8 years old. So these are old habits. But I can't stand it. My knuckles are dry, they're cracking. I'm like, I don't want to do it, but I'll put the cream on, but I don't like it.
How about
No,
you,
really.
CC?
Yo, Kim, what's your real quick? What's your face tattoo?
Over
This
here
one?
actively
Yeah.
like lotioning.
What are my tattoos?
What's your face one that you have on your forearm on your
That's
left?
Amy Winehouse.
Oh, I think we talked about it
Oh.
before.
Yeah, that
I love
honestly,
her.
I just got these tattoos in the last year and a half. All of them. I just
Oh, shit.
wanted to do it. Like, so I was like, okay, I got that, I got this, I got that. I got 4 tattoos, but I have to tell you, it's definitely an addiction. I'm not getting any more at this point for
You
for
lied.
now.
I did 3. I did 3
Oh, I
like
will.
15 years ago, and then I just stopped. I don't know what else.
You
to
know
get.
what? I am shocked at myself, and I'll tell you why, because I was so afraid of pain for a long. I'm like, I fell asleep in the chair. I'm like, do I have a high tolerance of pain? Did something change? or, but I don't know. I find it
Or did I pass out with the
weirdly
idea of
pleasant.
how much this was gonna hurt? No kidding. Listen.
Everyone told me, listen, it's gonna be painful. Everyone told
Isn't
me
it
this.
certain areas are painful and certain areas
I don't know.
aren't?
I
Yeah.
mean,
I
this
know,
was
yeah,
pretty.
sure.
This hurts.
Over here, it is usually on
Close to the bone. Close to the bone is
This
more
is supposed
painful.
to hurt. This is supposed to hurt.
I
It's
almost
close
got
to the
one
bone.
last week over here, but I did not. I was like, all right, because the only thing I'm not going to say regret it, but the only thing I want to say is that in addition to singing, I'm an actor, and as an actor, they say you shouldn't have any tattoos because it because it pigeonholes you into different auditions and sometimes you can't get it. But today you can put makeup on anything and just cover it up. If you're gonna go, but I have to say I love every tattoo, and every tattoo was well thought out, at least for me,
How many tattoos do you have?
4.
Just
Okay. 4, but they're relatively big.
Visible.
Yeah. This one has my Hebrew name, Shoshana, which means rose and lilies. Yeah.
Anybody else got
The
tattoos?
Jews.
Matt,
I
you
wonder
got
if
tattoos?
when they do a Hebrew tattoo, if they're just like, oh my God, this is so wrong.
No, I told them what to write and I showed it to them because it's up, it's, if you do it wrong, if I do it wrong, then it's not their fault. They did it exactly how it is because they don't know what you're doing. That's why when people go in and they get like Chinese tattoos or something like that, you better know what it says, or it could say like, you will live, I will die. You don't even know what it could say. There are people that do that. They don't know.
Yes, they ask me those things all the time.
American.
They ask me those things
like,
all the
I love
time.
bananas.
Yeah.
Life in the
They
jizz
do.
lane.
Oh God.
I know a guy that did that to
Don't
somebody.
eat the
They wanted like courage, and then he went over to the Chinese restaurant. Was like, "How do you say?" And I think it was like "whore" or something horrible like that. And put this on this person forever. Zoe, when you put moisturizer on, if you do this back to back, it might not bother you as much.
No, I do that. It still bothers
you do, and
me.
it still bothers. All right. Well, I tried. I apologize.
Thank you.
You should go for what are they called? The paraffin treatments for your hands.
Oh, that's
excellent.
I
Really
have
good.
one. I need to get wax.
Have you tried salve instead of lotion?
Yeah,
Or
I usually
beeswax.
I usually will get like the thinner kinds of lotions that don't leave so much behind. It's just, I also just happen to have really dry skin. So
Coconut oil.
Coconut oil, guys.
Coconut
that
oil.
one's really good. I have a hand
You
cream
can-
that I kind of like. So
Ooh, look, it just melts in your hands and mouth. Because you can also eat this, believe it or not.
is brought to you by
Coconut oil for the yumminess in your life.
I mean, that's a good thing though. It's like you kind of, whatever goes in your skin is going to go cycle through the rest of you. You might as well make sure it's food grade, right?
Yeah, no, that's why.
True.
It's very good for you. See, as I imply.
There was
I don't know what I'm doing or why, but
my aunt at one point had this company where she was bringing all these natural cosmetics, these organic cosmetics, and the lady who made them, or the company that made them, they had to be edible.
Yeah,
they had to be edible.
A story about that woman that I love, and you're gonna probably take over because it's better. She was putting some sort of something on her, and she was very, very, very white. And go on.
I was really funny. First of all, there were two people there. One of them is our friend Stuart, and he is tan orexic, like he can't get tan enough.
Like me.
Worse. Leather.
Yes. Okay. So tan orexic.
Leather.
And she,
like it.
What are you raising your hand, Matt?
I apologize.
She was
if you're
so
listening, Stuart,
white,
but you probably
she
need to
was so
stop.
white that you could see through her skin tone. There was no pink on her. She was so white. Her hair was red. Her hair was red. She was a natural redhead, and she had that white, very pink skin. And this is the one that had the cosmetics thing. And she's sitting under an umbrella with a hat, thing wrapped around her and everything. And she's got this sunscreen on. And she says, "Oh, this sunscreen will work." Well, how do you? Because if it doesn't, it's made specially for me. Like she'd fire them or something.
Wait, wasn't it that Stuart was afraid to sit near her?
Oh, no. Stuart didn't even want to come anywhere near her in case the sunscreen that she's wearing in that area over there might affect the rays around him.
Which was 2 million sunblocks, Sarah Connor style, because no
God.
rays are penetrating it. Because literally, she'd fire them.
She'd fire them. They made it specially for her.
Could you
But it was
imagine?
all edible. But it was all edible. But I mean, great creams like vitamin C, vitamin A, vitamin E, all natural beauty. Oh my God, those things are fabulous. But they don't have them anymore.
It's now
She sold the
Jason's,
company.
isn't it?
No, she sold. It was called Orgene. She sold the company. Somebody bought it. They're still out there, but they're not the same product.
And that was Ask Mom. This is
Do,
Make
do,
Me Vegan.
Okay, so I found out about this stuff from an ad on, I think it was Instagram. So take it with a grain of salt. But there's this stuff I really want to try.
So listen to this. And I'm not saying that you are high, because of course you don't get high, but you look really high right now. Go on.
Listen, it comes in first of all, NASA researched it. Okay, they were exploring life forms in extreme
You're like Pineapple
places.
Express right now.
So they found this fungus that lives down in the geysers of like Yellowstone, and they took it and they figured out how to ferment it and make it into food shapes, and they sell it in the form of breakfast sausages and cream cheese, and it's called Nature's Find. And has anybody heard of it or tried it?
No, what the heck is it?
No.
Yeah, so basically they've got this fungus, so it's kind of like a sourdough starter. Now that they've got this like little bit of it, they can make as much of it as they want, and they feed it sugar, and it like ferments the sugar into protein.
I wish I could.
And
do
it's
that.
a new source of protein. It's not just vegetable protein. It's not like they're getting peas and making it into, a nugget. It
Sounds like from Little Shop of Horrors. Like
it's a new source of protein.
This is how we die.
Okay, hold on a second.
it's Soylent Green. Does anyone know that?
Wait a
movie?
second. Let me
Sure,
rephrase that.
but this isn't people.
In the core of the
Okay.
earth? Where did you
It's
say
a
it was
fungus.
Yeah,
It's a fungus. So
Yeah.
it's basically a mushroom.
yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Okay. So it's a fungus.
Just say it like it is. Yeah.
And they make it into something that looks like a sausage,
Right.
or they can get something out of it and you can make cheese.
Well,
There it
I
is.
probably just food process it somehow into,
See,
like a whipped
I'm almost willing
spread.
to try the fungus.
I don't know.
I'm willing to try the fungus, but I'm not willing to try the food
fake
process
meat.
shit.
There's a fungus
the
among
thing.
us.
That's the thing is,
See, I don't like the fake food.
Who
I
does?
don't like fake food.
What were
I
you
mean,
gonna say?
I'm
I
sorry,
don't know.
really. You
It's
all
just-
live in America and you're talking about who likes fake food?
Well, we had no choice.
No,
I
you
feel like
don't.
we have
Yeah,
no
it's like,
choice.
which fake food do you want?
Yeah.
Our
you
pizza's
want the
made
fake
of
food?
cardboard and our chicken's made of cat.
I'm not talking
Do you
about
want
that.
the
I'm
fake
just talking
food that
about
comes from tortured animals, or the fake food that comes from some sort of
Horrible.
weird non-animal source? And if that
Whatever
source is
food-
geyser fungus that gets fermented, I mean, I like kimchi that's fermented. I don't know. I want to try it.
I'd be
Very
willing to
sour.
try it.
It's sour. It's sour.
Sour is okay though. Sour in the right
Sour's
way
fine.
is okay,
I
right?
like sex.
Yeah.
I'm okay with sour, but I mean, I'd be willing to try it. But same as Lucy, like the second it gets into that over processed system,
that's
then
where
I'm
you
like,
lose me.
nope, not interested
That's
anymore.
where you lose
Because
me.
that's the thing is like, okay, my family has been looking at like eating healthier and doing more stuff. I started out being vegetarian. Now my mom is also vegetarian. My dad's considering it. So it's like we're slowly converting to an all vegetarian household. We're also using vegan products. Like we're using vegan butter, and we have some vegan. I think we did try vegan cheese at one point. We tried vegan pizzas and whatnot. But it's just the dairy substitutes like oat milk and whatnot, in order to make
I like
it
that.
milk-like enough for other people to enjoy it, they put all this crap in it to make it thicker, right? Because by itself, it's actually rather thin. Same with almond milk. And it's like, it's so hard to find dairy substitutes that are just that thing. Like I prefer almond milk. I'm an almond milk fan. But in order for it to be unsweetened, they put salt in it.
See, I thought
I don't
I'm
get
so
it.
I'm annoyed now because I went to Dunkin' Donuts and
They don't put
and I'm
salt
like,
in
I'm
our
not-
almond. Wait a minute.
they have
Yeah, they
coconut
do.
milk, they have almond milk, they have oat milk and everything. And I thought I was doing a good thing by switching over to oat milk when I had coffee. And I'm like, oh, I like this taste. So, but now that's yeah, I guess that's all crapped up, huh?
Well, I mean,
Yeah,
it's still good 'cause
there's
you're
all-
not harming animals, but it's not real stuff. It's like
Well,
whatever your
it's
mouth-
basically like if you would still drink milk, but then it had all these thickeners and sweeteners and extra stuff like xanthan gum and whatnot in it.
Yeah.
And that stuff is just really bad for you. Actually, some of this stuff is comparable to like tar and other things that we're actually not supposed to eat or digest.
Yeah.
So it's just like, I don't know. I get the, I'll tell you guys my brand. My brand is Simply. That's literally the name of the brand of almond milk that I get. It's Simply, and it doesn't have anything bad in it. It just has water,
That you
filtrated
know of.
almonds, well, that they put on
Well,
the
I mean,
bottle. So they
yeah.
kind of have to. But from the ingredients that they list, none of the bad stuff is in there. So I'd recommend Simply. It's a little bit watery and it's a little bit grainy because it's ground up nuts and water.
Simply's good.
But it's
I've had
really nice.
Simply
I like it.
Yeah,
Does-
There
does
is
your almond
something
milk-
at
Does your
Whole-
almond milk have salt in it, Lucy?
What?
Did
Well,
you forget
you
what
were
you
just
were
checking-
doing?
I went to go see the almond milk, but there's none because John uses almond milk now. I didn't see any, but I don't think they put extra stuff here. Like I'll tell you with the cereals and with all kinds of things, when you look at the back and the ingredients, the things that it says, I recognize. Like it doesn't say
Riboflavin.
chemicals,
Yeah.
whatever. It doesn't.
Partially
It doesn't have those
hydrogenated.
things.
riboflavin.
No, like yogurt, milk.
Tetrahydrozoline.
No, that's it. Milk culture. That's it. That's Greek yogurt. for
Honestly,
example.
I miss getting stuff in Europe for that reason, because in Europe
It's simple.
it's not the same anymore. But when I was
No.
living there, when I was living in Italy, corn syrup wasn't a thing. It wasn't in products, even
Anything.
products that we got from the US. Like
No, no, no.
7-Up
They
wasn't
take it out.
there. Coke was there though. And Coke did not have, like
Yeah, it was
Coca-Cola
different.
did not have corn syrup. It was
It tasted
different. It was
different.
very different. And
different.
or Sprite.
Less
We had
sugar.
Sprite there. Mhm.
And that's
Just
just
sugar.
because of all of the politics and money that goes into it, because now they have to have more of a shelf life and they have to,
Yeah.
it's all about that. That's
It's-
why
it's-
we're
it's-
the, you
It's
know,
definitely,
all
it's
that.
definitely that, but it's also what's happened is they have changed, the palettes of what people are used to or what they want is this. So they're going after the flavors that they want. Here in Europe, I mean, I know for sure in Greece, but Europe also, you never had any of this stuff.
Mhm.
So as they started adding it, but mildly. They didn't like I'm going to give you Frosted Flakes. Frosted Flakes is full of sugar, right?
Mm.
Okay.
Oh, it's
Even
not.
here it's, oh, come on.
I
Are you
know.
So
kidding me?
nutritious.
Really? It's full of sugar? I had
And
no idea.
delicious.
No, I love
Fortified with
Frosted
vitamins
Flakes.
for me to grow big and strong.
No,
Thought they were great.
Hearty
really,
breakfast.
the same Frosted Flakes that are also sugary here aren't half as sugary.
Mm.
Oh yeah,
I mean-
and also the food
I mean,
products that they
half
cannot
as
make.
sugary. Yeah.
Exactly. And the food products that they cannot make with half the amount of sugar or without corn syrup, you don't find in Europe. You just
No,
couldn't find
no.
them there, right?
No.
I'll tell you
You go
something.
to a grocery
we
store.
could there were the weirdest things that you couldn't find in Europe. Peanut butter was one of them. It was really hard
Yeah,
to
you can
find peanut
find
butter.
it.
Super,
Do you know
super
what peanut
hard.
butter we have?
What?
It's literally peanuts that have just been this.
And
Yeah,
butter.
we ended
called
up trying to
Calvin.
make we tried to make our own peanut butter because the peanut
Hmm.
butter we found was like this one like only one brand that we could find at this one health food store in the entire city, and we couldn't find it anywhere else. We couldn't
Yeah.
find any other options. It was this one brand, this one jar, and it was disgusting. It was gross. I don't
Well,
know
it's
what,
probably
else
have
what
to
they were
get-
adding into
It's
it.
not
Get your
peanut
own
butter
nuts
unless
and
it's got
stomp
rat
on
hair
them.
in it. You have to have
This is
mouse hair and
delicious.
rat hair in order for
Oh,
it to
God,
be peanut
no.
butter.
And that's
need
it
rat hair.
though. It's like I'm used to the organic stuff. I'm used to the natural stuff that just has like peanuts, peanut oil, and maybe salt if it's
I think
salted.
that's what it is.
It. But
wanna see
I
what's in
think they
that
put
one.
something else in theirs, or maybe their peanuts were weird because it tasted really gross. And
Did
I
you,
love
Well,
peanut
American
butter.
peanut butter is full of sugar, so
Oh,
like
yeah.
a lot of
Rat hair.
Americans'
We
food
tried
is full
to
of
we tried to
sugar.
get peanut butter that doesn't have sugar in it though. That's the thing.
Yeah.
We usually get unsweetened peanut butter. So it's not like that was the difference
Okay.
because when we made peanut butter ourselves, we didn't put sugar in it either. It was just
Yeah.
peanuts, oil, and maybe a little pinch of salt. And that
Oh,
was it.
Lucy's
And
got
honestly,
the peanut butter.
that tasted good.
This is the peanut butter. It's called Calve.
Calve.
And it's just peanut butter,
Calve.
but hold on. Let me see what's in it.
Calvé.
Let
me
me
just see
guess, it's
what's
got
in it.
like a fold out lid.
It's
Made
like
from
it's
Made
like
from a
Nutella, but for peanut butter.
Oh God, no. We have Nutella.
Pardon me. Do you have any?
Did you guys know that fruits and I don't know why I looked this up a while ago, that there are fruits like bananas, apples, this and that through many, many years of man being on earth look completely different than what you're used to. In other
Yeah.
words, like a banana
Wow.
was
Full of
not, the
seeds.
banana we see right now is not at all. Even corn,
They're this
anything. I was
big.
like
Bananas
amazed.
are this big.
Bananas
They
and
don't even look
bulldogs.
like
Yeah.
bananas.
Chop them up.
They don't
They're
even
this
look like
big.
bananas.
They're
They're
tiny little
so
things.
what do you call that, Zoe?
Modified.
Well, genetically modified. Yeah, they've been
Yes, that-
they've been selectively bred for thousands of years. You know, people
Yes.
are like, yeah, plant more of the good corn. Don't plant more
Completely
of that
different.
shitty corn. Like, plant the good one.
I will say one
Sounds-
thing.
Go
I
on.
will say one thing in Whole Foods, and I will say this, that there's if you're not cool on eating chicken, there's this soy chicken. I know soy is not supposed to be good for you, actually, believe it or not.
Soy
But
is good for you.
no,
Soy
they
is
say
good for
soy
you.
is not good for you. They
Yeah,
say
tell
soy
that
And
is
then
to
not
they're
good for
talking
you.
Japanese
about the
lady-
processed
tell
soy
that-
crap
tell that
that
to
you
the
find
Japanese
everywhere here in the
ladies.
States.
That
Well,
don't
this was-
suffer from not menopause. Yeah, that don't suffer from any of those menopause symptoms.
All right. Well, this is a really good, it's not chicken.
So
it's
this is
definitely
basically
soy,
the
but it's very
patriarchy
good.
telling us that soy is bad because it's only bad for men. Sorry.
I
Said
thought
all
it
this
was
petty shit.
okay. I don't know. But anyway, it's really good chicken. It's not chicken, it's soy chicken. And
Is it what
Isn't that
brand?
called
I know corn
tofu?
is good.
it's from Whole Foods. They make it themselves or something. It's very, very good. I couldn't
Oh.
believe it. The consistency of it tastes, it looks like General Chow's chicken, but it's not. It's soy and it's awesome as hell.
But
See,
isn't
that's
that
the thing. It's
tofu?
like if it's too close to what it's supposed to mimic, then
I
I'm
don't
not
want it.
I'm not into it. It grosses me out a little bit because
Grosses me
it's
out.
like, yeah, I get it. My,
No, I
my
asked-
brain
I
is a
did
little bit
ask.
twisted
Listen,
that way, I guess. Because
Listen,
no,
I
if,
love
if
my
the
beans
consistency is
and
too
I love
close,
my green. Yeah, I'm with
Yeah.
you.
I don't
Well,
get
I
it.
love
When
my
you
beans,
have
I
to
love
try
my greens.
food that
Hey.
doesn't taste like what it's supposed to be.
Yeah, I
No,
don't-
no,
it's different. It's texture. I don't know. Texture.
That
I mean,
was
it's
make me
not,
vegan.
listen, it's not exactly that, but it's
Don't make me
pretty darn close. And I've asked before because I've gone to Whole Foods. I love Whole Foods.
Was
and
it?
I'm like, what?
Oh, I was
Close?
just funny to Catherine.
Oh.
I'm just saying, like, it was good for it just being soy, but they told me the ingredients and they use like citric acid or something and like some salt water or whatever.
Okay, but that's
and like
also
that.
lemon.
Yeah, so I mean, it didn't. All I'm saying, I don't know. They might lie. I think. Listen, I don't trust the government either. That's a whole nother story. And stop.
No, we just did
That was-
all this petty shit. We did conspiracy corner and make me vegan.
Don't get me
All
started.
in that.
I'm huge, and I just have
Uh,
to say two words: Demi Lovato with the unidentified with Demi Lovato, the extraterrestrials, and everything. Again,
Oh, the thing where she's singing to no wait, that's something else.
yes,
They
yes.
are singing.
But I love
Sorry,
Demi
rather.
Lovato. It's just that I don't know.
Extraterrestrials, wasn't that Anne H?
No, that was a long ass time ago.
I'm old.
Please tell it
Katy
to
Perry did a song
someone.
called Extraterrestrial, but I don't know what's going on. Also, Cardi B might be vegan, and Drew Barrymore might be inspiring it, and I feel like corn is the product involved. Google all that. That was or make me vegan. I swear. It sounds better usually,
Matt,
or maybe not.
you should
And
do a Cardi
now-
B.
Yes,
Oh,
you
sorry.
should.
Just
Please introduce this
Work-
next segment as Cardi B.
work on it.
I've seen an interview on the Breakfast Club, but I haven't listened. I haven't heard her voice enough to do it. Yeah.
All right, fair enough. And now for C4 or whatever. I don't know. I can't do it.
Oh, wow. Well, first, I was just going to give you your annual reminder that Christmas is a pagan celebration. All of the biblical evidence suggests that Jesus was actually born in September. So enjoy your Christmas tree, everybody.
And then there's
enjoy all of your greenery inside.
Fun
And
fact about
then,
Christmas.
that's just a quick reminder. So then I was going to talk about how there's like this dark undercurrent coming up in the Spanish language radio stations of Florida, where there's like a campaign coordinated against Kamala Harris, and they're saying all of these like really racist and xenophobic things to try to like influence the Latinx vote in Florida. But now I kind of want to hear Kim talk about Demi Lovato and the aliens. So take it away, Kim.
All right then. Well, I just want to say that I think there's something to it. I'm heavily into I definitely listen. I believe that there is something out there. I think it would be stupid for us to think that we're all alone. I don't think so. I think they probably have been here several times. And I also feel that a lot of our technology stems from what was probably given to us. I really do believe that. Do I have any proof? No, but I will say it's just a feeling, just like faith. But I also feel that the government has not been on the up and up with us. There's a lot of things that we clearly don't know because they've hid it from us. But I feel in my heart of hearts that there is something out there. So Demi Lovato, she's an awesome singer. They, excuse me. They are an awesome.
He's an awesome singer.
It's they. And I love them. And I will say that they're branching out into different areas. She also has God damn it.
Okay.
Stop it.
All right.
Anyway.
Okay.
Sex
Call her
toys.
Demi because they, them, Demi, and let's get it over with.
Demi. Well, it's hard.
Oh, there you go.
So they have a multitude of different avenues that they're going into. So one of it is there's a show that they put out, which is called Unidentified with Demi Lovato. She also has a podcast too, 4D with Demi. And that talks about extraterrestrials and Stephen Greer, who is, I guess, he's Dr. Stephen Greer. He's on their show and he has his own show as well. And he talks about how you can contact or make contact through meditation and mindfulness and everything. But more importantly, the truth is at least for me, I feel like there's definitely something out there. And I think a lot of people feel that way too. A lot of people. So I think there's truth to every, whatever you want to call it, stereotype, or even even like conspiracy theories. I know there are some people that take it to the deep end, but I do think that there's an air of truth to it, more than an air of truth in my a feeling. Thoughts?
Well, you know what I got to say about that? The one thing that I learned recently, and again, I'm old, is that something to do with projection. And what it really is I really realize that every single person out there, no, not just astral projection, just in general, listen, every single person is an individual.
Thank you.
And every single person has their own thoughts. And you can't think for somebody else what they're thinking. And it's not just you're saying, well, okay, you're this, but that's a projection of who you really are. Right. The point is, everybody really has their own mindset. Like when serial killers are out there and they do whatever they do, and then you go, how the hell could they do that? That's because you can't imagine it. because your
Well,
brain can't go
Some of
there.
us can. No, I'm just kidding.
Well, that's really sad, but it's true.
No, I'm kidding. Yeah, I know.
After watching every
You know,
season
I
of
wanna
Dexter,
say-
I think
I
I have
wanna
an
say to
idea.
You don't mean that, but that would be
Yeah.
a projection on my part that you don't mean that. So
Yeah, I
yes.
get you.
So what I'm trying to say is that
Taxi drivers
everybody
and
has-
matadors. We're all saying what we would kill, right? Sorry.
no, what I'm saying is that every one of us has different thoughts in our mind, and we may think that somebody else has those same thoughts or thinks the same way, but they don't.
Well,
They
I've actually
don't.
just to add to that, there are a lot of people who do think like I do because I
Oh
have
no, I'm not saying that there
reached
aren't-
out on these Facebook
Yes.
groups and have talked to many people who are and honestly, that's what the whole, I mean, I get what you're saying, but I just want to let you know that
I'm with you with I think
we're
there's people
definitely
out
not
there.
alone in the feeling. Well,
I certainly
but
hope
I'm
not.
yeah. Hey, there's a show.
I believe in
called Preppers.
reptilians. What can I tell you? I also
Well,
like
there's a
the
lot of people
Orion's
that feel
belt
that
and
way
men,
too.
Men, you know, Men in Black. It's all
I
part
was
of
gonna
Orion's
ask.
belt. What is that?
I,
You know,
I was gonna ask, so like people don't just all just stop and randomly think of bananas at one
No.
point? That doesn't happen?
no, like, you know, it's
I do like banana bread though. It's just
Rando.
Breaking news.
Rando.
Breaking news.
Sure. Thank you, Zoe. Perfection. And
Excuse me.
now, on this day in history.
All right. Okay, let's see what we got here. So
This is a beautiful Cardi B, by the way. It's really good.
Oh
Spot
my
on.
God. Oh yeah. I thought it was Cardi B.
yeah, maybe for next.
No, do what you want. Keep doing the thing. It's Cardi.
So
B.
on this day in 1866, the first yacht race across the Atlantic took place. It started in New York and ended in the Isles of Scilly in southwest England. Gordon Bennett won on the schooner Henrietta, and nothing was solved. It was pointless.
Yeah,
They made
on
it
this day in
across.
history. In
Nothing was
1866, nothing was solved. This has
They
been the
made
Kathryn
it.
Dunn Show. You've been amazing. Thank you, Roberto de Jesus, Kim Trachtenberg. Thank you for joining us. Hope to see you all of the time. Cece, welcome. Thank you. And Makapazi, my mom, and of course, Zoe, Mina.
Zoe.
And Bull from the back shouting randomly
Bull.
every now and
Pull
then.
from the back.
Thank you. Zoe, do you have an outro or should I attempt the intro again?
I know you can go ahead and attempt the intro again. That sounded
All right.
lovely.
Let's see how it goes. We'll see. Oh dear.
I have a backup. I have a backup in case.
All right, perfect.
She's gonna sing a cappella. No.
No, I have my keyboard right here. I could just pull something. Like,
Maybe Gloomy Sunday.
oh, I don't know that well enough. Never heard it.
Google it.
What just happened? I give up, guys.
That was cute. That's the first time I ever saw that.
Can that be the intro every week now? Like the song just stops. We're like, what just happened? And the rest of the song just kicks in.
Jesus.
Okay, you know what? That's gonna be it. Cause yeah, it'll happen naturally, and then we're gonna lean into it.
What
Very
just
organic.
happened?
Oh my God.
Jesus. I like that name. It's a good stage
What?
name. It's a good stage name. I like that. De
What is
Jesus.
That is my stage name. My real last
Just-
name is Gutierrez Garcia Fernando Loca.
We're
Oh, well,
still live.
I could totally say that.
Does anybody
We're
want to
still
do
live
plugs?
on YouTube.
Go, plugs. Quick,
Okay.
before we get out of here. Go on.
Matt.
I have a podcast on Spotify. I'm just kind of starting it. So I just posted one episode. It's called Matt C's Podcast. And at this point, I talk about football maybe for a couple minutes, like once or twice during the show. And the rest of it is just playing music from the 80s and 90s. So it's on Spotify. It's called Matt C's Podcast.
How dare you not ask me to be a part of it? I love talk.
Fucked up.
I don't care about sports.
Fucked up.
But that's awesome. Congratulations.
Oh, thanks.
Oh.
Yeah.
Kim?
It is I. Okay. So after taking a little bit of a break, I'm back on Instagram doing my thing. I'm auditioning, stuff like that. So check me out. Instagram, it's under actually Kimber, KIMBR, because I was thinking about that, dot 100x. That's Kimber dot 100x. So I do a lot of different things with singing. I do acting, little things on it, skits and stuff like that. Fun stuff. And thank you, Kathryn. I love being on your show.
I love having you on the show. Come all of the
bad
weeks.
guy.
I want to meet you in person and dye your hair blue
Yes, please.
and drink with your mom.
Nice.
Aw.
Are you in New York?
I'm in Jersey.
Oh,
And,
that's big. That's like New York.
yeah, basically.
It's the same. Okay.
I want to come and meet with
Bro.
you guys. And
This is
Bull.
actually
I
gonna
wanna
happen.
Is Bull actually real?
No, I
Hmm.
made him up. He's my Tyler Durden, or he's mine. I don't know. Whatever it is. We've got a fight club. You can join. It's secret. I shouldn't have said anything.
Woohoo! Shh. That's the first thing we don't do. We don't talk about Fight Club.
I know. I'm the worst. I'm the worst secret keeper.
Okay.
And now for Roberto.
Yeah, Roberto de Jesus. I do Supreme Bars. I host a monthly hip hop competition with artists and producers, artists as in freestyle MCs. Every month we get together either virtually or on stage. After 20 months of being virtual, we finally got on stage this month in December. We're trying to go on stage next month, but who knows with the big O. And yeah, MCs rap about certain themes given to them by either the audience or me. And next month the theme is going to be life in the jizz lane. So we're really prepared for that.
Life in the jizz lane.
Yeah, everything was true up to that point. Many
And
true
English.
check out Supreme Bars, and you can find Zoe Mina.
You can find my music, but not Carol of the Bells because I haven't dropped that yet. But that might be released under a separate thing. But for those of you who don't know me, I'm actually a singer. And so I'm an indie artist, and you can find me on Spotify, YouTube, iTunes, and a bunch of other places that I don't know. My name is Zoe Mina. That's ZOEMINA. And you can also hunt me down on social media. My username is musician.for.life on Instagram and musician_for_life on Twitter because Twitter is special.
I'm so stalkerish. Hunt me down. Hunt me down.
I mean, you don't have to hunt me down. That was more just like phrase. That was a turn of phrase, maybe a bad turn of phrase.
Give me the chase, motherfucker.
No. I'm vegetarian. Don't eat me.
No.
I make lamb.
I make you laugh.
Yes, that makes it all better.
Zoe and I are going to McDonald's after this.
Yep.
No.
Just kidding.
Yeah, I don't think
I
so.
want the cheeseburger. Up
Oh
in
my
Crazy
god, you guys okay.
What's going on there?
It's back.
All
It's back. No.
That-
It's that time she'll make us laugh again. See how our pets have been.
I like that. That's really good.
It's cute.
Who's singing?